Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Thursday's edition of Spruikers. Good to have you with us, Jake. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks, Tags. I'm a bit sketchy, actually. You and I broke bread last night, and
Feeling a few kgs lighter today?
You're not wrong there. I'll give you the tip.
Yeah, thanks to the gang at Flavours of India.
We won't mention where in this fine city of Sydney that we're in at the minute.
Look, it's fair to say there's been a few trips outside this afternoon.
Yeah.
And this evening, but
you had the best night's sleep last night.
But it's welcome back nonetheless. A few kilograms lighter.
Correct.
And we look today at the A-League semi-finals, and we have a couple for you on offer, including Melbourne over in Adelaide and Queensland at Central Coast. And we'll kick it off with the blockbuster up on the Central Coast.
It is, yeah.
And the Central Coast are going to start favourites, $2.25. Queensland Raw $2.90, and the draw $3.30. I could just stick you right in it and say, who's going to win this one, Jay?
Well, it's an elimination, Tags. I mean, obviously there's two fixtures in this semi-final, but it's the last chance saloon for these two clubs.
And deservedly so too, I might add.
Well, I would have thought so. They're probably not the same, or don't have the same form as the two premier sides in the competition. But, Queensland will be looking to not give away any goals in this match.
Yeah.
Of
course, it's a two-leg.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So the team with the highest aggregate goes on to the preliminary final against the loser of first versus second.
That's right. Away goals all important.
All important, correct. But I would, look, Queensland have been the better side of these two clubs throughout the season, and for that reason, I would think that they will probably win. The
teams finishing on top, of course, travelling first.
That's right.
And both Melbourne and Queensland are ahead of their counterparts in the overall market. So
correct.
They may not start favourites this week, but they're expected to advance. Nonetheless.
So I think Queensland will be defence this week. And actually, what
11 men behind the ball.
Correct. I'll be laying Central Coast. That's what I'll be doing, because it'll either be a draw or a Queensland victory.
Two going for you. We'll skip over to Adelaide and the traditional rivals. I think. Look, Sydney and Melbourne aside, but every time these guys play each other, they sort of coin.
Well, they must have played each other at least 4 times. So traditional rivalry.
That's right. Yeah. And it's over in the City of Churches. And Adelaide are going to start favourites, $2.35. Melbourne victory $2.80, and the draw $3.25. It mirrors almost that of the match prior.
Same guys. I'll be laying Adelaide.
We'll see. Okay, so we'll just leave it there.
I think so.
Melbourne, the outright favourites in the overall market, $2. Adelaide, $2.65. Queensland, $7. And the Mariners, $9. Australia play New Zealand at the MCG. Probably going to be in front of about 35 people.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
They're lucky. Yeah.
They might be able to squeeze them into the bull ring or something. And
then
look, Australia in a horrible touch.
They are, and they're about $1.42 from memory, Tags, and that's just too short for me. The form they're in, I know New Zealand are the ugly stepchild to Australia, and for that reason they're about $3.30 with backers and layers on the exchange. But that said, I think 142 is too short for Australia. I'd probably lay them and hope that they might get a bit better and back them back a bit later.
Yeah, Stephen Goff may not appreciate me saying this, but it's probably one to sit at home and trade in front of the computer, I would have thought.
Absolutely.
Because if Australia are going to start $1.40 odd on the exchange, then you would hope at some stage that they're going to blow out, if indeed they start losing wickets or they capitulate in the field. But Australia have started favourite in every single match this summer.
Correct. Bizarre. And won about 2 of them.
Well, it's just an amazing... It's an idiosyncrasy of cricket betting, really, isn't it? Because they just habitually back Australia.
Yeah, I mean, it's an indication of punters' sentiment and a long-standing faith in the Aussies.
Australia about $1.44, New Zealand $3 on the exchange at the moment. But we'll move to racing because really that's where
Let's get down to business, Taggy.
This is where it all begins, really. For the Group 1 horses who are going to tackle the longer distances, and I'm talking specifically about the Australian Cup and perhaps some of the races up in Sydney over Easter. And we've got a really good renewal of the CF4 Stakes over 7 furlongs at Caulfield. Light Fantastic is going to be a pretty warm favourite. It's going to be pretty warm.
Yeah, well, it depends whether the race will be
running. Can you see the sweat on the grey?
Don't know. Yeah. Good question. I'll have a look on the weekend.
Difficult to see if it lathered up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Sort of
very insightful comment from you, Jay.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. $3.20 it is in sort of the fixed odds betting at the moment.
Yeah, you might get better than that, I think, on race.
Yeah, I think you probably will. Thesio, $6. Maldivian, the Cox Plate winner, $6.50. Nick Nero, who's won this before, I think, $8.
Well, he hasn't won it before, but he went very close last year. It was a tragedy beaten.
Who won it last year?
It's an excellent question.
Yeah, it is a very good one. I thought I might have you there. Alamosa, the Turak handicap, $8.50.
Maldivian win it last year?
No. I don't think so.
You're right.
And El Segundo, $10. That rounds out the top 5 or 6. Sorry, I've left one out there who I think might win. Von Costa the hero for me to break his duck.
Absolutely, Tags. I agree with you there, mate.
Do you? I thought you were in the light fantastic camp.
Well, I think it'd be very hard to beat. He was almost a tragedy beat in first up when Danny Brereton's right unlucky secret at the Valley probably got him home.
Yeah.
The bigger track will probably suit Light Fantastic, but I'm a bit concerned. The way he just punctured in the spring.
Second up as well?
I think he might have won.
No, he won second up last time.
Yeah, last time. He beat the Hustler and Maldivian.
But I think the 7 furlongs really suits Light Fantastic.
Agreed. I think he's a worthy favourite, but 5 of the last 10 winners of the Or have been 3-year-olds, and I think that goes in Von Costa the Hero's favour. He's a class animal. He made up 5 or 6 lengths in the straight at the Valley, which is a tough thing to do around that circuit.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, I think you're right. I know you're just a big fan of the Darley Brigade, aren't you?
Yeah, look, a little bit. I like Von Costa the Hero. I think he's got sort of that untapped potential.
Yeah,
he's very cultish, and for that reason, I like him. I like it. He's got a bit of attitude behind the gates, and then rears up, misses the start.
Yeah,
they're the kind of horses you want your money on.
He's very cultish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
money munchers.
Lovely. Yeah. I also should. I mean, we should pay homage to Gay Waterhouse, who, as ever, is just so confident.
I think we're going to have a Gay quote each week because she does come up with some beauties.
Yeah, and this week's was. Something like, put simply, I think Thessia will win.
She does actually say that about most of her horses, though, so punters, beware. He's a very good horse, though.
Oh, my word. I mean, dual Group 1 winner and, was in front rounding the turn just about in the Cox Plate before he punctured severely.
Yeah, it would be remiss of us to go without talking about the Hobart Cup, Jake, down
in our home state.
In our home state. And we wish everyone at the Tasmanian Racing Club all the very best for Monday's renewal of the Hobart Cup. And we've got a few foreigners, we've got a few interlopers.
Well, why not?
Heading down from Melbourne
race.
to nick the prize money we're putting back in.
I know, exactly. How dare they?
I know, it's absurd. But listen, good luck to it. Darren Weir's got the favourite again. He won it last year with Offenbach.
I backed Offenbach last year.
Did you?
I don't know. It makes me sound good if I did. I say it.
Well, are you going to back? Got to keep cool this week?
No, I'm going to back Zavit because Nasrullah is. I've just got a huge crush on, and he's in great form. I got back to form last start. Won by a couple of lengths in the Australia Day Cup at Randwick.
Yep.
With Nash up top, I think he can go on with it.
Some pretty good horses. Bundoran Breeze, I think, is one that will be close to the hearts of the Betfair staff.
Julie Richards trained gelding.
Yeah, good luck, Dino. Dynamic. We hope.
Dino.
We hope the Breeze.
It's not a dirty word.
It is when the Breeze is running.
Correct.
But at big odds, Dino, all the best. We hope you lift the silverware. Have fun down in Hobart. We look forward to seeing you next week. Jake's off to get his back waxed.
Thank you.
So we'll see you again soon.
Bye bye.